What's up, boys? Decided to ride to work today, so I figured I might as well make a motovlog out of it since I haven't gotten a video out in a while. Been busy working on the car. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me on the way there or the way back. It's not supposed to, so we'll see. Little update on the Camaro. I got pretty much everything that I have for it installed. Like, everything's done. I just need to take it to an alignment shop. Last video I said I was gonna put the the install of the coilovers on the car in the video, and I decided not to because it was a really big pain in the ass, and I wanted to just get it done. And it kind of like makes everything more like difficult trying to like record everything too. So that's the update on the Camaro. K10's in the same spot it was. Tore everything out of it. It's fucking hot as hell today. It's not even really hot, it's just like humid as shit. I'll probably do this video like I did last year when I went to work on Motovlogs. Just like a two-part video. One on the way, like the first part will be like on the way there, second part will be on the way back. Alright, nothing interesting happened. That kind of sucks. But there's work, so guess I will see you guys when I get off in 12 hours. What's up, guys? I am heading home from work. It is the next morning from the beginning of this video. Kind of taking the long way home because I want to ride, and it's nice out and it's supposed to rain like the next 2 days that I'm off, so taking this way. There's a nice little road up here that I can ride, and it's kind of like open. It's probably gonna be windy as hell, so I don't know how the sound quality is gonna be, but it is what it is. I'm like swallowing dust from that semi. It's not a good time. So it's been about a year now since I've owned this helmet, and it's the Icon Airflite. I think there's another part to the name, but I don't remember it at the moment. I had a video when I first bought it about the review, or reviewing the helmet, and I had only used it a couple times, and I mean I still had some pretty decent like experience with it, but I just kind of wanted to give another little update. It's been right at about a year now, I think, that I've owned it, so I figured it was a good time to give you guys an update. Pretty much everything that I've said in the first one fits. Like, everything that I said kind of stays the same. There's only one kind of like issue that I have with this helmet, and that is in the bottom right hand. Well, okay, two issues that I have with this helmet, and that's the bottom right hand corner of the visor. So like I also explained that basically where my mic is located right now, it's like if you're going like low speeds, which, you know, in town and stuff, it's like it fogs up really bad, and I have no idea why. Like right now it just dried, but like when I was coming out of work it was like foggy as shit, which I mean is like, it's only one part of the helmet, and I'm not using it to see, so it's not like a big deal, because it's like obviously it's like I can look at my throttle right now if I keep my head straight, and that's where it is. So it's like it's not a big part of the visor, but at low speeds it like fogs up, and it's the only part of the visor that does that. Everything else stays completely dry, and I don't know why. It kind of baffles the shit out of me, but I mean, I guess it's not really that big of a deal considering like I can still see everywhere else. But that's one issue that I have with this helmet. And then the only other one would be Gopro mounting, which I mentioned that in the last video about how like the visor goes all the way over like the chin mask. So like it's kind of like an issue for like mounting GoPros and stuff, but somebody actually commented on that video and told me that they make little like mounts for it now that go over your visor, and I found them. They're not that expensive. They're like 20 bucks or something, so that's not a big deal. I'm gonna try that out. But yeah, that's pretty much the only issue I have with this helmet after a year of owning it. It's still like the most comfortable helmet I've ever had. Still really good in the wind. I mean, right now I have like a lot of drag on one side because of a GoPro sitting there, but get past that semi real quick. But yeah, other than that, like drag from the GoPro, which will change once I get the little mask thing and put the GoPro in the center of my face, there's really like no really like wind drag. It's kind of just like really aerodynamic. Like it seems like they spend a lot of time in the wind tunnel with this helmet. I'm gonna wait till I see if it's a top up here, and I might do a little pull. I am dope. I was gonna let off there and I decided to grab another gear. But yeah, again, at 130, I got hair in my mouth, hang on. It's a bad time. There's hair in my mouth. Anyway, at 130, the only drag I felt was from the GoPro. The helmet holds up fine. Again, once I get the GoPro in the center of the helmet, not only will it create less drag from my helmet to where I'm pulling on it, but also you guys will have much better view when I do these motovlogs. And that's really like the biggest concern that I have for it, because the drag doesn't bug me that much. I mean, it's not like I'm driving 135 or 150 all the time. I've only had this bike up to 165, and it was one time. It's because I was next to a Hellcat. Not that it's not capable. I just try to be stupid at a minimum. Still have a hair in my mouth. It's not a good time. I think I got it. We're good. And if you guys have seen my other moto vlogs, you will know that I did a lot of bitching about getting new tires. Like last summer, or I guess fall is when I stopped riding. Well, I finally got new tires, so that's good. I have a lot more grip, and I can honestly say this man just ran a red light. Did you guys just see that? He was just sitting here and then he just took off. What a dickhead. Anyway, I have a lot more like control with the tires, a lot more comfortability. It definitely like leans a hell of a lot better. You could tell that the tires that I was riding on had a lot of like worn down tire in the middle, whereas like they still had their like chicken strips. So like when you went into a turn, it was almost like it wasn't as rounded as it needed to be, so the bike didn't want to lean. It wanted to like stay straight. And now I got like a lot more control leaning and turning, and basically a lot more comfort when I'm in turns. That, and if it's like wet outside, if I get caught in the rain or something, I feel a lot more comfortable on the bike. I got caught in the rain, let's see, I think it was last year. I was heading home from work one day, and it was like one of them where it was like completely sunny, and then it was just like pissing down rain for like fucking 15 minutes, and it rained like enough to flood the entire city. It was just a fucking soaker. That was a big ass bump. That sucked. Well, I had to like actually pull over. I was doing like 15 miles per hour, and it started coming down like bad. And I was like, I could feel the fucking like tires like squiggling around. I did not like it. It was a bad time. So I ended up just pulling over and waiting it out, and I got fucking soaked. It was a bad time. But on these tires that I have on this bike now, I used to have them on a Katana, and I got caught in the rain a couple times on that bike, and they were completely comfortable. It was like fucking, it was like you were on dry pavement, which is like kind of like a false sense of security, so you got to be careful with that. But I'd rather have better tires and be more confident than shit tires and think I'm gonna die, I guess. I don't know. I'm not dead, so either one works, I guess. Okay. Technically, that's illegal. Pretty good drive home from work, though. Got to do a little poll. Make a little moto vlog. I'll probably update that, or edit that tonight when I get home. I kind of wanted to get coffee, but I can't get coffee on this. You guys ever tried to hold a drink on a motorcycle? I used to do it when I worked at a pizza place up here. I used to go to the gas station and this is back when I had my first motorcycle, so it was like a little KZ 440, and I used to go to the gas station on it and get like drinks, and I would carry them in my throttle hand because it was only like a block away. If I would have went that way, I would have showed you guys, but I didn't. It was only like a block away, so it was like not a big deal if I like didn't do the speed limit and everything. So I'd go to the gas station, hold it in my like throttle hand, and do like a lot of clutch work and just kind of like control it with like the pressure of my wrist and just kind of like control the throttle with that. It was super sketchy, and if I was driving more than a block, I wouldn't have done it, but sometimes I like wrap the bag around, like if I got a bag and not like a drink, it was like I would just wrap the bag around the handle and just kind of like hold the bag while riding. Again, short distances, not a big deal, but I wouldn't have done it long distances because it was a pain in the ass. I want to take this bike to a track day, I think. I don't know how Hayabusas really work on the track. I mean, I know they're like a little bit heavier than like your liter bikes, but I mean, it's not a big deal. It's still pretty light for a motorcycle, you know, it's not like I'm riding a Harley. No, I'm going, fuck you. I also really want to put pipes on this bike. I've been talking about it forever, but I'm also building a race car right now, so money's kind of tight. Between the K-member, the A-arms, and the coilovers, I think that was like $2 grand, maybe a little bit more. Not to mention the Holley EFI system I just put in it before that, the Terminator X, so that was another $1,000. All right, that's gonna be the end of this video. So I will see you guys next time, and sorry, I was focusing. Yeah, see you next time. You guys know the fucking deal. Wait till this video and then watch it.